Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Hi, I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, the two of us.
Yeah.
Following up to our little bit of information on P. Diddy. So
yeah, just getting up to date with where the case is up to.
Yeah, where we're all at with it. And this is something that's just going to follow up. The 10 celebs who tried to warn us about P. Diddy. And I've seen some of this before. I know Katt Williams. He's been out, he's been talking about a lot of people, hasn't he?
It's funny how it comes out and people do warn. There's probably things like that going on now about certain people, isn't there? But it seems to get swept under the carpet to a certain extent, doesn't it? And then it all comes out all together. It's
funny when things do come out, you're all like, but he was saying about this years ago. One of them. Because I remember Jimmy Savile, was it Johnny Rotten talking about Johnny Rotten outed him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And everyone ignored it.
That's it. It's sort of like, well, it didn't go any further. It's like, why?
But he proper outed him.
Yeah.
And then everyone just ignored it, and then it come out years to come that he was one of the biggest monsters in the planet.
Yeah.
Just a bit. For kids.
Yeah.
For doing what they do. But this is 10 celebs who tried to warn us about Diddy. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more than 10 as well.
There are so many witnesses. There are so many victims.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today, we're looking at celebrities who spoke out against Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, before his 2024 arrest and indictment.
We're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve.
Kanye West. In retrospect, we should have read between the lines whenever somebody described a puffy party. In a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe recalled attending a Diddy party where everyone was, quote, butt naked.
Stop talking. You met Khloe's new crew of friends. And all I said was, yes. And then I stopped. All I said was yes.
Khloe's former brother-in-law, Kanye West, also made comments concerning Diddy that read differently now. In 2022, West called Sean Combs a, quote, fed, claiming he had sold people out to spare himself from jail time.
That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car.
Since West is infamous for making wild, often unfounded accusations, these statements initially blended in with his other tirades. Even now, it's hard.
It's kind of one of them things when Kanye talks, and everyone was just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
There's like shit coming out of his mouth at one point.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe people don't take it seriously, and you just think,
well,
what's he going on about, really? But
yeah, because he's obviously got issues, hasn't he? Over the years.
Yeah.
Hard to say if West's allegations were authentic. Given Combs' current legal issues, though, West's words feel like a warning, whether or not he truly had any inside information.
I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone are talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am.
Usher. When he was just getting his foot in the music industry's door, a 13-year-old Usher spent a year living with Combs. Usher opened up about this experience in a 2016 interview with Howard Stern.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Although he made it sound like a blast, Usher hinted at something more disturbing beneath the surface. Usher said that he didn't, quote, understand what he was even looking at, and, quote, very curious things were taking place.
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Perhaps most telling, Usher made it clear that he wouldn't want his children attending, quote, puffy camp like their father. Regardless, Usher's protege, Justin Bieber, would spend 48 hours with Combs. It may just be speculation, but a fake phone number that Bieber later gave Combs now reads like a cry for help.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot, but you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Mace. In addition to breaking out as Diddy's hype man in the 90s, Mason Darrell Betha, or Mace, released 3 studio albums through Bad Boy Records. Mace eventually had a falling out with Combs and his record label.
I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here.
Leading up to his former collaborator's arrest, Mace claimed Combs cheated him with a $20,000 publishing deal and had been withholding royalties for decades. In a 2022 interview, Combs asserted that Mace owed him $3 million.
That's facts. I got the receipt.
Second album, you gave money to do second album, never delivered.
Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
Combs nevertheless returned the publishing rights to Mace and several other Bad Boy artists the following year. Although Mace was among the first to call Combs out over royalties, he wouldn't be the last. In 2024, former bandmate Don Richards sued Combs, citing, among other things, roughly $5 million in unpaid earnings.
Don had the choice to file the case as a Jane Doe, and she chose not to do that. After giving it a fair amount of thought, she wants accountability, she wants justice.
Katt Williams.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business.
Comedian Katt Williams is no stranger to run-ins with the law and reported abusive behavior. As such, it's understandable why some would call Williams' credibility into question. In January 2024, though, Williams made several remarks about Combs that only became more relevant in the months to come. On Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, Williams touched upon the now notorious Diddy parties, advising people to just say no.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know.
While his reasons were somewhat vague, Williams was especially concerned about protecting a certain area of his body. Williams didn't elaborate further, although he took another shot at Combs later in the interview.
I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
No, come on, man.
The recent allegations regarding Combs' quote, freak-out parties and alleged abuse have painted Williams' words.
I don't know, when Katt Williams came out with all this sort of stuff, everyone kind of put him in the same thing as the Kanye thing, though, a bit crazy.
Yeah.
He's talking a lot of shit, you know, but it's kind of all come to fruition. A lot
I
of
don't
stuff
think he's a crazy talker. I think he's
No,
a
me neither.
highly intelligent guy. I think he
is.
Katt Williams. I know he's got all his comedy sketches and this, that, and the other, where he's a bit goofy and this, that, and the other. But you know, I've seen him on some of these podcasts and that. He seems like he thinks about what he's saying and he knows what he's saying.
And one of the things he kept referring to when he was on there with Shannon Sharp is he kept saying, "I've got the receipts."
Yeah.
You know, and he's sort of like he's banked it, got the receipts. He kept saying it, didn't he?
Yeah, he knows what's happened. He's got the proof.
And he's called out people and when you look at the people he's called out, they all seem to be connected in that same.
Yeah.
There's definitely a massive web that's going to get unearthed.
Oh,
it's whether Diddy survives it to sort of like talk about it. If that makes sense.
There's going to be so many people involved, like famous people as well.
Yeah, they're all going to be famous people.
Yeah.
You know, it's. I think it's. I mean, even Mace is going to. I've seen Mace being interviewed as well, and some of the stuff he spoke about, and I'm just like, they're not all lying. They can't all be lying and talking shite.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff and so many people coming out against it. Then you think.
Yeah, the way Katt Williams came out, he's came out brazen, and no one's challenged him from what I've seen anyway.
Yeah.
Like you said, no one's come out and said Katt Williams was talking shite.
I don't think they want to. I don't think they're going to like the answer because they know.
Yeah.
He'll just keep coming back.
I say the receipt he's holding. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
In a whole new light. Aubrey O'Day. What do Donald Trump and Diddy have in common? Well, arguably quite a few things, but singer/reality star Aubrey O'Day is one of them. Once mentored by Combs, O'Day later appeared on the 5th season of The Celebrity Apprentice.
I am a very strict and focused businesswoman because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
When O'Day brought up her association with Diddy, Trump was quick to shower him with praise. O'Day tiptoed around her former boss, unwilling to say if he was a, quote, good guy, as Trump described him.
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
During a 2019 interview with Variety, O'Day went into greater detail. Discussing her time on the Diddy-produced Making the Band, O'Day said, quote, "We were scared to death with what would happen with Puff each day. I experienced everything from race remarks to sexism, and a lot of it was scary."
Listening to Gene Deal, his bodyguard.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he had a really astonishing quote.
You should hear the one he's not saying. It's even crazier.
Right. So he's got stuff in the tuck that he hasn't put out there?
Everybody does.
Wendy Williams.
I had broken up with somebody.
Who?
I don't want to say.
Do we know the person?
Maybe. Okay.
After being fired from Hot 97 in 1998, Wendy Williams accused Combs of playing a role. In 2004, Williams wrote that she would, quote, never forget the hell Combs put her through. Even so, Williams said that she didn't hate Combs. On a 2015 episode of her show, Williams commented on the allegations that Cassie Ventura was hiding from Combs.
This is a beautiful dress, by the way, that she has on. And Puffy, you look great for all the hard partying.
Williams painted Combs as a, quote, mogul you can't escape. The same year, Williams asked Jennifer Lopez if she would ever get back together with Combs. Lopez's mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, basically answered for her daughter with a look that said everything. Although they reconciled in 2017, viewers have been waiting on pins and needles to hear Williams' thoughts about Combs in the wake of his arrest.
You are exhausting me. Let me tell you something. This week has been hella exhausting.
50 Cent. Curtis James Jackson III, a.k.a. 50 Cent, is another big name who's
I think 50 Cent should change his name back to Curtis James Jackson III.
Great name.
But he's been talking a lot as well, hasn't he?
I've not heard anything from him, actually. Really?
He's been sort of like filling, similar to Katt Williams, sort
really?
of like spiels, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's the sort of guy that batter you as well. If you,
I think you would. He reminds me of like a musical Mike Tyson or something.
Yeah, it's like talking about Mike Tyson. There's a video out there where Diddy's got his hand right next to Tyson's arse. Yeah. Like on a sofa. I think he might. I don't know which chat show it was on. Max might know. Was it Graham Norton maybe, or I think it was American one. American one was it? Yeah. But it was he had his hand and Tyson's got like a little bit angry and moved his hand.
Yeah.
And then shifted up the couch a little bit out of the way. So I don't know, but I like 50 Cent. You know.
Yeah.
Had a long-standing feud with Combs. It all started with 50 Cent's 2006 diss track, The Bomb, which alleged that Combs was connected to the murder of Biggie Smalls.
She scared them boys from the west side of break them off.
There's still little concrete evidence backing up that conspiracy theory. In October 2023, though, 50 Cent elaborated on his beef with Diddy, describing his parties as, quote, uncomfortable.
That's not really beef, though. That's just competitive energy.
Competitiveness.
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool? No, I don't really rock with him. Okay.
During his final lap tour, 50 Cent said Diddy would, quote, hug you from the front and the back at the same time. 50 Cent has been even more vocal about Combs following the raid on his homes. It's also been reported that 50 Cent sold a docuseries to Netflix entitled Diddy Do It?
Oh! I guess this means I won't be invited to the white parties in the Hamptons.
Tupac Shakur. Speaking of conspiracies, 50 Cent has also claimed that Combs got Tupac killed. Again, there isn't much backing this up, although Tupac was also skeptical of Combs.
If these rumors or allegations are true, it would make sense he would be able to get away from it, or get away with it for so long because people would be afraid.
Speaking with Vibe magazine in 1995, Shakur was asked if he thought Combs was connected to his shooting the previous year. Shakur did not hold back, saying, quote, I believe so, adding that, quote, it's between me and him, and only he knows.
I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about.
About a year later, Shakur was involved in another shooting, this one proving fatal. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who was arrested for Tupac's murder in 2023, once said that Combs offered $1 million to carry out Shakur's assassination.
I think that was a bad move, dude, you know what I'm saying? To me. Yeah, but show some love, brother, love.
Whether or not Combs was involved, Shakur's words paint the portrait of a violent man. Rodney Lil Rod Jones. While Combs has faced numerous accusations throughout the years, Rodney Lil Rod Jones was among the first to take serious legal action.
If you're going with a nickname, you don't want to be known as Little Rod.
No, I mean, that means you've got to put the word big there, surely.
Contributing to the
Biggie
moguls.
Small Rod.
Biggie what?
Biggie Small Rod.
You don't want to add small rod in anything.
No.
Current circumstances. Jones was a producer on Combs' The Love album, Off the Grid. According to Jones, though, he, quote, endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer.
Claims made by Jones include hidden cameras in the rap mogul's home, saying, quote, Mr. Combs allegedly threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face in order to get what he wants.
Jones alleged that Combs repeatedly groped him and made him participate in unwanted sexual activities. This included having to work in the bathroom as Combs showered. What's more, Jones claimed that he woke up naked in bed with Combs and two sex workers after being drugged. His lawsuit also implicates Combs' son Justin and Chief of Staff Christina Coram, the latter of whom was accused of grooming.
Basically,
calls her the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs's Jeffrey Epstein.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Cassie Ventura, this model turned singer, was in a relationship with Combs from 2007 to 2018. There had been signs of trouble in
Yeah, I think people like, allegedly like this, always seems to have people like maybe Ghislaine Maxwell that back them up.
Yeah.
People in the background, people that nobody maybe know about, or people that aren't famous at all, but they're sort of facilitating.
Yeah, they're usually a fixer, aren't they?
Yeah, the fixers
like
going on in the background.
Make stuff go away, make stuff arrive.
And there'll be a few people like that as well that are getting very, very nervous as well, I would guess, at the moment.
There's a lot of things that if you're a name like P. Diddy or someone who's in that kind of like
that environment, yeah.
You can't be the one who's going to approach people. You need somebody who's going to sort that out for you.
Yeah.
Who's got a network of people you can rely on, who's going to bring it to you.
Exactly.
I don't think if you wanted to know some drugs or anything, you're not the one going to score them on the street.
Oh,
Someone
no
goes
chance.
and gets them for you.
Yeah, if you're in the bubble, then you've got people that are in there with you that are in as deep as you because they're fixing it and they're getting it all arranged.
Correct.
They're just doing what you want, sort of thing. But there'll be quite a few people like that as well, I think.
Yeah.
Paradise.
Their relationship was volatile for sure. And he, like, you could tell that she was afraid of him.
In 2015, Ventura shared an image of a sleeping baby, posting, quote, "How I sleep, knowing that I'm single and nobody cheating on me." The next year, it was reported that the two were seen arguing in Beverly Hills.
They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know.
5 years after their final breakup, Ventura filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and sex trafficking. Although Combs denied these claims, the lawsuit would be settled out of court. This wasn't the end, as footage from 2016 surfaced.
It appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically. Really, Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing.
Combs issued an apology, while many have supported Ventura for marking the beginning of his downfall. What other celebrity accounts have you looking at Diddy differently? Let us know in the comments.
I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine.
Yeah, there's a lot of people coming out, isn't there? I think it'll just keep going like that for the next few months. So I guess I think more and more people will come out, won't they? So
I think a lot of people might be in a situation where what let us know in the comments what you think on this. But a lot of people might be in the situation is it going to come out with my involvement, or do I have to make the jump first and admit to my involvement?
Exactly. I think it is like the Harrods one over here. Yeah. Now a few people have come out, and there's more and more people going to come out, especially with him being behind the bars as well.
Yeah.
They'll probably feel a little bit safer that he can't personally get at them.
Yeah.
So they can come out.
I'm sure he's got an entourage that's.
I'm sure he has. Absolutely.
People.
But I think the more people that come out, the more difficult it is to keep more people quiet. It comes to the stage where his entourage can't do anything about it.
No, but there's the other side of it. What I'm getting at is these people who are involved, who may have footage again for them, not the victims. I'm not talking about victims.
Yeah,
I'm talking about ones that are perpetrators that may have sort of like there may be video of them making. How do I put this right? There might be videos of them doing the wrong things. Let's say, or doing things that they don't want people to know about.
Yeah. And
Combs is probably talking about releasing that and telling, passing their names on.
Yeah,
so it's against the people who are looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
Do they sort of like admit their involvement now?
Oh, get that.
Do they wait to see if it comes out, see if it all blows by? So I don't say anything. So
I think I was probably more going along the victim sort of thing coming out, because
I'm thinking the opposite.
I think there'd be more victims and people involved to be a hell of a lot, I would guess.
I think there'd be a lot of victims coming out, but I also think there'd be people coming who are the perpetrators, who are associates of his, let's say, who have been doing wrong things, and they're just saying, "I'm just going to sit tight." Do you sit tight, or do you jump and go, "Yeah, I was involved as well," and put your face forward now, and then you're going to face the wrath of the media and the wrath of the law.
Yeah, all allegedly, of course.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting story anyway. A huge story as well.
Yeah, let us know your comments in the comments below, and see where we go with it, eh?
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
Hope you enjoyed them both. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.